craziness, craziness. This world of computers is just craziness. I can't even tell you how many hours I have spent over the last month trying to figure out what in the holy hell is going on with my live stream. Yeah, Terrence. Hey, yo, what's up, my man? Just craziness. Like, I don't have enough shit going on in my world. Now I gotta, baby my little computer like it's a fucking infant, like. Anyway, hey, I didn't come on here to be aggressive and hard and all that. This is just a little test. I'm still not sure of this new camera of mine, and there is Matilda. Now, how did I know that Matilda was gonna be here? Goodness gracious. Yeah, Terrence, you okay? I'm good. You can see and hear me okay? That's the main thing, really. Yeah, absolutely. The main thing. Looks good, sounds good, everything's okay. Um, great, great. Okay, well, I feel better. It's just been a real struggle the last few weeks to try and get this thing resolved. It's not easy for anyone, but particularly, I think, for old guys like me that don't have a whole lot of patience for the technology and stuff like that. I'm not going to apologize for my lack of patience. It's a generational thing, man. It's a thing. You know, it is what it is. Well, Matilda, my camera died. Uh, my webcam died. And that's what's taken me so long to diagnose exactly. Like, I ran all my systems test and all this kind of shit. And yeah, Terrence, really, I just kind of go, after an hour or so of trying to diagnose whatever any problems one might be having, I just kind of go, fuck it, I'll come back to it later. So that's why, you'll never see anything quickly from Dr. Von Chilla. I guarantee you that. And it is because I just can't function in this, lightning fast technology and all this kind of stuff. I just have to do it at my own pace. If I get to it eventually, I get to it. If I don't, I don't. But I enjoy my time on YouTube and talking to y'all folks out there, whether it is a live stream or on one of my videos, or indeed in one of Nick's chats on Wednesday nights. Those are my favorite, actually. But if my limited tech ability is what prevents me from doing that, I suppose I'm on the losing end of it. If eventually things just go wrong and I can't get them resolved, I'll just eventually just go, okay, we're done. and I'll abandon, you know, the whole thing. But I don't want to do that. Anyway, so Matilda, Terrence, y'all are still here. What's going on? Yeah, Terrence, and I'm only 45. Yeah. Yeah, Matilda, it sucks. Yeah. Terrence says, yeah, that's totally what I do. Yeah. You know, you can't, I don't know. I don't understand how anyone just drives themselves nuts over this stuff. I'd rather just go, you know, if everything just bottoms out, if everything just bottoms out, I just go, you know, screw it. And if it gets to a point where it's just not worth the hassle for me, you know, you just kind of go screw it. You might there might be some regret or I want to say remorse, you know, but yeah, you can't drive yourself insane over this stuff. And I'm sure most people, 99% of all people, have a better tolerance for this kind of thing than me, right? You know, I'm a very tolerant, very, very tolerant, patient, understanding man when we're sitting face to face and we've got issues to deal with. But when it comes to the technology of my PC, I do not have that same tolerance. I just, again, if it just becomes too much, uh, I'll just kind of go, screw it, right? But I really don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because I enjoy YouTubing. I enjoy all of you folks out there. There have been some really devoted uh, folks to me and my channel, and all the stuff I have to say. So it kind of keeps me going. Yeah, Terrence and Matilda are still in here. Yeah, Terrence says, I don't have the patience or desire to combat it for too long. Indeed, my brother, and that's the whole thing. Like, I'll work with it for 15 minutes and then I'm done. I'll come back a few days later. You know, when I'm in the mood, I have to be in the right mindset, dude. I can't just get on here at any time and solve the problem. You know, when I was 22, 25 years old, I would have roared on here and solved the problem in, you know, 20 fucking seconds or something. But I can't do that anymore. That's not the way I work anymore. I spent 25 years every night, 8 or 9 hours a day solving problems, solving problems, solving problems, solving problems, solving problems. And after a while, after a quarter century of that, I, I'm just done with solving problems. So, anyway, it is what it is, right? Um, all right, let me see here. Oh, it sucks. That's what I do. Right. Matilda struggles with it, and she's only 24. Yeah, we would think, you know, that the younger generation, like Matilda at 24, would have more patience, or this would be normal to her, or just part of the routine. But she's struggling with it too. And that brings me a little bit of I don't want to say comfort, but it brings me a little bit of validation, perhaps is a better word. Yeah. Yeah, Terrence, the live streams are the best. I love doing these live streams, man. They're fun to me, and it indeed it gets into Nick's Wednesday night chats. I love the, what's next, what's next, what's next. Bring it on, just bring it on. I love the instantaneous kind of quality to it. It's great. Oh, it reminds you, Terrence, that you got a video to upload. Okay. Oh, and there's Sean, Gene Paul Ace Peter, an old time legend, my man. I'm glad, and I feel privileged that you stopped in here today. Truly, truly, brother. Us old timers got to stick together, man. Right? Terrence says, I might be known to have lost my shit once or twice during technology issues. Not saying that I am proud of it. Yeah, I've had technology issues, man, that have involved screaming, weeping, large amounts of alcohol, denial, but finally resignation, I suppose, whether it's resolved positively or not, but I'm totally there with you, man. This thing of spending hours and hours and hours and hours trying to figure out some technological issue. And let me say, why do I suddenly look to myself? I'm looking at myself on this screen. Why do I suddenly look like Stan Lee to me? Maybe it's because I've got Stan Lee on the brain or something, but, Excelsior! Right? Yeah. Okay, let me look at this. Hey, oh, there's Patrick. Well, I don't want to skip over. Yeah, Terrence lost his shit. GPAP, woo, GPAP, yeah. Shock me, make me feel better. Yeah, right, GPAP, yeah, man. Yeah, Patrick, my dear, dear friend, my dear true friend. How you doing, bud? I'm gonna have to take a piss here shortly, y'all. So, but I'll keep going here as long as the light. I got this nice natural light here helping me out. Yeah. Matilda saying hi. Sean, yeah. It's all good. Cold. Oh, good, yeah. Telling the PC to bug itself in the ass. Honey, I don't know what that's all about, but anyway. So I actually maybe if no one has any other comments or whatever, I'll wrap this whole thing up by saying that I really wanted to get on Nick's chat the other night, Wednesday night. I was dying to get back onto the chat. Damn, I look like Stan Lee. I swear to God. Look, the whole swept back. I don't know. Why do I look like Stan Lee to myself right now? Anyway, I was dying to get on Nick's chat the other night, but I felt the quality of this camera was not good enough, so I just slept through the damn thing, But when I watch this back, if the quality looks and sounds pretty good, uh, I will make my glorious return to Nick's chat on Wednesday night. So yeah. Oh, there's Paolo. Paolo. Yeah, but yeah, hey, welcome. And I'm just kind of glad to be back. To be able to do, the live streams after my webcam died. Geez, a month or 6 weeks ago or something, whatever it is. But now I've got this really cheap, like $9 camera, but it seems to be working okay. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah. The glasses. It's the glasses that reminds Matilda or makes me think of Stan Lee, right? Yeah, take off my beard. I actually shaved it like 5 days ago, and now it's already coming back. I kept the mustache and this little bit, the Van Dyke. I kept that, but I shaved all this, but it's already coming back like crazy. Oh, yeah, and by the way, folks, this is not a goatee. It's actually called a Van Dyke. A goatee is the little tuft of hair that guys grow out on their chin, like a billy goat. Imagine that. So all these years, 25 years of guys growing these things, the mustache, and that's not a goatee. It's called a Van Dyke. So let me get that out there. Let me get that straight. Anyway, or touching on all kinds of profound, serious topics today, right? Okay. Yeah. Rest in peace, Stan. Yeah, I actually was more profoundly affected by the death of Stan Lee than I imagined I would be. I've never known a world without Stan. I'm 54 years old, and I've known, Stan has been a part of my world since, my earliest memories. Even before I could read, I had Marvel comics in front of my eyes. So it's an odd thing now without Stan, and it really did profoundly affect me the other day. I was more upset, more saddened than I ever imagined that I would be. All right. All right. Yeah, Paolo's up in here. Yeah. Oh, there's Daryl liking the covers. 4963. Cool looking test. Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that. I can't wait to look back at it and see how it looks and hear how it sounds, because that is my greatest concern. I'm much more concerned about the quality of my image and my sound than I am about the quality of my own personal image and sound. I want the camera and the audio to look good. So, yeah, my glory days are behind me. I'm not even worried about that. So yeah, Eric, my man. Eric, my man. Eric, my man. Yeah, thanks for sticking with me, bud. Yeah. Yeah, you're loving that Thor 207, are you? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Crazy. Y'all are going to get me going to a crazy place. I've been up since, I've been up for 11 hours. I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, Eastern Standard Time, and it's 2:09 now. So I'm getting a little loopy anyway, and I should probably go take a nap. But, yeah, it is not. How many people can I see? There's seven people in here at the moment. Patrick, are you still there, man? Hey, Patrick, if you're out there, if you're still there, man, let me know. Uh, how Paolo says, how far away from you from Mechanicsburg? I'm pretty much right across the river, my man. I can go from my back door into Mechanicsburg uh, in I don't know 20 minutes. Very, very quickly. I'm very, very familiar with Mechanicsburg. I lived right next door to Mechanicsburg for many, many years in Carlisle. You know, very. Actually, I'm. Why do you ask? Hello, like what do you know about Mechanicsburg? What kind of connection might you have in Mechanicsburg? That's pretty uh, interesting to me. That's a interested to hear the reply to that. Yeah, John, cool looking test. Yeah, man, I am a cool looking test. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Daryl, enjoying the Stan. Excuse me. I've been enjoying the Stan tributes too, and I thought about making one of my own, but I'm having some health issues right now, and I actually haven't been in the best shape to do that. And I'm not just coughing right now to reinforce all that. I'm coughing because I got a fucking cough. But I'm not, I just haven't been health wise, mentally, and physically kind of being able to do that at the moment. But I have been enjoying everyone else's Stan tributes. Got plenty of tears worked up in my eyes. Let me tell you. Yeah. Um, you're welcome, Eric. It's my pleasure, my man. My pleasure, bro. Everyone needs a copy of Thor 207. Everyone. Right. Yeah, Paolo. Yeah, Doc, I'm in Pennsylvania. Yes, I am. I am in Middletown, Pennsylvania, in the state capital of Harrisburg, in that general area in the south central part of Pennsylvania. Been here for many, many years now. Uh, how far away am I? Did I just answer that? How far away am I from Mechanicsburg? Yeah, 20 minutes. You know, on a good day, you have to, if you take rush hour out of Harrisburg out of the equation, I can make it from my back door to Mechanicsburg in 20, 25 minutes. like that. Or if I take the Pennsylvania Turnpike, certainly in 20 minutes. Paolo says, I've been spending some time investigating U.S. auto racing. Williams Grove. Oh. Yeah, Mechanicsburg was used in USAC racing many years. Yeah, Williams Grove is down there in Mechanicsburg. Mechanicsburg is a very small town, but it's got some very prominent attractions. Yeah. Matilda says, I hope you get better, Mr. BC. I'm trying to get better. Although let me tell you, excuse me, we had a nor'easter storm here yesterday in Pennsylvania, and I got within 1/4 of a mile from my doctor's office, and I could go no farther. I had to call them from 1/4 of a mile away, almost within sight of the doctor's office, and say, I'm not going to make it. Because what it was is I had to climb this hill, and there were all kinds of vehicles all over the road. That just couldn't make it up the hill. And I just said, screw it. I'm not going to risk my life. You know what I mean? Or I'm not going to get stuck up on this hill where I have to, I'm not going to get stuck up here where I'm sitting for hours and hours and hours and hours. And I was in a position at that moment, and I just did a U-turn and just came right back home the way that I came down. So, but my doctors can't accuse me of negligence or anything like that, because I tried to get there, folks, in that horrible storm yesterday. Y'all are just gonna have to forgive me. Eric says, John, what issue of Conan is your favorite? Number 24. Number 24, without hesitation. I mean, I love the entirety of the Barry Smith run, number 1 through 24. And there are half a dozen issues of the Roy Thomas, John Buscema books that are just some of the most amazing experiences of my childhood. Number 28, number 31, number 32, number 39, and my God, Conan the Barbarian, number 41. Number 41, Eric, is unquestionably my favorite of the Roy Thomas, John Buscema run of the books. The Barry Smith run, it's number 24. And the John Buscema run, it's number 41. Unquestionably number 41. Unquestionably. Brian Spaceboy, hey, what's up, my man? Yeah, okay. Yeah. You're welcome, Eric. Man, glad. Anytime you got a question, man, you've got my email now too, man. So anytime you got a question about anything, you just lay it on me, man. I'll answer it. Paulo says, speaking of Conan, I just bought 3 graphic novels that were made in France. Conan is in the public domain in Europe, and a French publisher is adapting the Robert E. Howard stories. Huh. I don't entirely know what to make of that. Like, are they graphically doing it, or is there an author that can, because of the public domain uh, situation, can you take a story, an idea, and rewrite it into your own? Is that what you mean, Paolo? They're taking a Robert E. Howard story and reshaping it, rewriting it, God Almighty! I look like Stan Lee. Holy shit! But yeah, Eric, yeah, check out those Conan books, man. Particularly number 28 and number 41. Those are my babies. I mean, outside of the realm of the Barry Smith issues, number 28, which I've already done what's behind the cover, a spotlight on. Actually, I've done a spotlight on both. What's behind the cover, Conan number 28, and what's behind the cover, no, Conan number 41. So I've done those. You'll have to check my archives, brother. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Paolo. Yeah, that's how it works. The story is in the public domain. You can retell it as you see it. Oh my goodness. That's why there's always new movies with the Three Musketeers. Holy shit. Oh man, I get where you're coming from. And it blows my mind. I never knew that fact. I never knew that was what the situational thing was uh, in Europe. I never knew that, and it's blowing my mind. Oh Lord! Wow, blowing my mind there, Paolo. Yeah, Eric says, yeah, it's number 28. One of my all-time favorite covers. Oh hell yeah! Gil Kane just knocks that sucker out of the ballpark, man. Classic Gil Kane, right? The hero. Getting in front of and protecting the helpless female behind him, usually a blonde, and there's a big fucking monster in front, right? Like, yeah, and Conan's up here, like, yeah, come and get me, bitches. Yeah. Right? Oh, shit. Yeah, well, okay. Why are they always blonde? I don't know. I don't know. You're asking the wrong man about that. Because my friends, weren't always blonde. Don't get me started. Holy shit. My Romeo days, friends. My Romeo days. I'm an old man now. Shit. Here we go. Easier to find. I don't know. They were just there, you know. And I needed to do my thing, so I just did my thing. Matilda. Lord, don't get me started, my dear. I appreciate your interest, however. You'll have to read my autobiography when it is eventually published. And it's going to be wicked as hell. So buckle up. All right, folks. All right, I'm going to go. I have some animals to feed and all that. And I'm going to have to go. I'm so happy. I'm so happy y'all tuned in. I really am. I'm glad I have my camera back and I can do some live streams and get back on with the dudes on Nick's chat on Wednesdays. And yeah, everything's going to be all right, I reckon. Matilda's gonna read my autobiography. Woo, honey! Have an ice pack and a cocktail with you, my dear, when you get into it. Woo! Some smoking stuff in there. But yes, thanks again, everyone, for stopping in here. It's a pretty good test. It's been going on for 37 minutes. Eric, yeah, all right. Yes, indeed. Daryl, yes. Yes, all right. Well, thank you all for stopping in, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.